Hello and welcome to a Bukkit programming plugin tutorial. I'm in Eclipse and I'm going to teach you how to make teams. This is the way I make teams in most of my plugins. So basically this is going to be a pretty in-depth tutorial. But you do need to know the basics of Java. I'm not going to teach you every single thing. So here we go. So you don't really need these. So you can just exit out. You don't need them, I guess, for what we're doing. So you just exit out all those. Just gives you extra space here. Now you see up in the top corner here it says Java EE. We want to program in Java. So you click this little thing, click Java, hit OK, and it switches to Java. Now you can get rid of those again because you don't need them. So we go over here, right click, new Java project. So basically we're creating a new project to use and to work on and to edit. So I'm just going to name this teams. Why not? It doesn't really matter. You can hit next, go to libraries, add external jars, and in your test server, you will need a test server. Click craft bucket and then finish. Now you have this little folder here. It has source, and in references, craft bucket is there, so you could pull stuff out of that. So you go into sources, right click, new class, and you're going to want to do a package dot main representing over here, and then I like naming my main package main, just how I work. Now the number one thing you're going to need to do is extend. So make the main class extend Java plugin. That's how Bukkit, and I'm gonna hit Control Shift O to import stuff, but you can also hover over it, click import. So the main class has to import Java plugin. That's how Bukkit recognizes that it's the main class. So I'm just gonna add these because everybody does. So public void on enable. You can add stuff in here. I'll add to it later. I'm just not going to do anything in it today. And I'll add a public void on disable. Oh, whoops. No space. There you go. Now, I'm going to add this now, but I'll remove it later. So basically, I won't remove it later. I'm going to add to it later. So public boolean. So this is a, oh my god, I cannot type today. This is a true or false. Boolean means true or false, yes or no, whatever. On command. So we're basically making an on command statement. So command sender, whoops, capital S, sender. So the person that sends the command is we're going to label as sender. And then the actual command itself we're going to label CMD. And then, well, the string, so like the word of the, what's it called? So basically the word or whatever that goes into, wow, I cannot type today. I'm very sorry, guys. The word that, so like if you do /join is the string, which we're gonna label, and then string array. So that's just args. That's just saying that basically string array means like if it's like join red team. See, there's two words. Array, there's multiple. So basically, yeah. So Control Shift O, or just import them manually. You want to use command, and it should just import them all. Now it'll throw an error. What you gotta do is return false, because you need a return statement for a boolean. It's just what you need. Alright, so that's all we're going to do in our main class for right now. We're going to add to it. So you click on here, new class. Make sure it's in your main package. So I'm gonna name it teams, like that. Now, so basically what I'm gonna do in here is I'm gonna do everything with teams in here. Now there's other things you can add, but for right now, this is all I'm gonna add. Alright, so here we go. This is gonna have a lot of stuff in it, by the way, so be ready. Public, we're gonna start off by making some array lists. An array list for each team so we can tell how many players there are in the team. So I'm gonna do 4 teams. Equals new array list string, and then there. Then import array list from Java util, like that. Now what we're gonna do is add a bunch of stuff. So we're doing 4 teams, so we need 4 array lists. I'm gonna copy and paste this 4 times, like that, and then I'm gonna do blue, yellow, and green, like that. Now we have 4 arrays, and basically all the players' names will be added to this, and if they leave it, it will remove their name from the array list. So yeah, let's get into it. So public, let's start off with the scoreboard. Static scoreboard manager, and then I'm just going to name it manager equals bucket dot get scoreboard manager dot, wow, I misspelled bucket, dot get scoreboard manager, import scoreboard manager. Then you're gonna want to do public static, and I'll explain to you why we need public static for everything. And so public static scoreboard, I'll explain that to you later. Scoreboard board equals manager. So we're basically taking this, we're using this to our advantage. Manager dot get new scoreboard, just like that, and then import scoreboard, and we want bucket scoreboard, like that. There we go. That's our scoreboard initiated. So public static team. Now what we're going to do now is create all the 4 teams. Now I'm going to start off with I'll just import team. No, I have to wait. So public team red. Now this is why we named the list red team, because if we named a red team, or if we named this red, it would interfere with this later on. And I'll explain to you what I mean by that when I get to the points. So red equals board board.register new team register new team. Oh, come on. Register new team. There we go. And you're gonna want to, son of a gun, I am not typing well today. And then you're gonna want to put red in there and just close it off, and then import team, like that. Now you want 4 of these once again, like that, and then you're just gonna blue, yellow, and green, like that. You want to change these to blue, yellow, and green. And green. Alright. So now we have our teams created. What we want to do now is public. So what we're doing here is we're making the objective for the scoreboard. I'm not going to do too many things with this. I'm just making a basic scoreboard, so if you want to make a more complex scoreboard, I'm sure you could find a tutorial somewhere else, or just look through the forums or something. I don't know. I'm just making a basic one. Objective equals so board dot register new objective, like that, and then like this, and there we go. Now in here you want to put dummy, like that, and here players. So it's just going to list the amount of players, or list the players that are on whatever teams or whatever. This is just the thing. You can look them up. I mean, if you want to make it more complex, go ahead. Import objective. There you go. Now you want to. Now we're getting into the beef of, or the meat of the programming for the teams. So, go ahead, stretch, and we're ready. Here we go. So public static void add player red. So this is going to be, so if a player wants to join red team, we just put all this code into that command. So it needs to be a player, so you need to do player p and import player. So there we go. Now we need to set a limit for how many players can be on a team. Now I'm going to set it as 5. You could set it as whatever. Just change the number right here, okay? You can make it 2, 3, whatever, okay? So if red team, that's the array list up here, dot size is equal to 5, which is going to be the max, then p dot send message chat color dot dark red plus error what should I say, team is full, sure, is full. So there you go. And then, so that's all you have to do if this team has 5 players in it. Now what we want to do is if red team dot size is less than 5. So if the size is less than the max, like that, then we just put all this code in it. Okay, sorry about that. My dad was talking to me. So anyway, if the red team array list has less than 5 players in it, then we're gonna send them a message first. Send message. Does it really matter? Chat color gray, why not? Let's make it look nice. Gray plus you have joined. Alright, so I'm just getting interrupted all the time during this. It's alright. So, so you have joined leave a space there, chat color dot red, because this is the red team, and then a red team. You have joined the red team. So that's the first thing we're going to put in this. Then the next we're going to go to the actual code. So red team, the array list red team dot add string p dot get name. So we're adding the player's name to the array list red team. So now if it was at 0, it's now at 1, and then so if it's at 4, now it's at 5, and then no other players can join no other players can join the red team. So I like how I'm pointing at my monitor, like you guys can see where I'm pointing, so I have to remember to use my mouse. Sorry about that, guys. So now that we're pretty much done with the array list for red team. So we need to go to the teams. So red dot add player p. So we're I'll just whatever add suppression warnings, suppress warnings. Sure, why not add it? Red dot set. Oh my god, I'm so sorry about my spelling today, guys, and my typing. It's just not working for me. So I'm gonna set a prefix chat color dot black plus. So I'm gonna make the brackets black because I'm cool. Okay, plus chat color dot red plus, and then red, and then chat color dot black plus that. There we go. So that's the prefix for the red team. And then what we need to do now is just keep going, I guess. Red dot set display name. I'm just adding, what I'm doing now is just adding like aesthetics to the teams. So there's going to be a lot of chat color dot red plus p dot get name. So basically we just changed his username to be red. Red dot set can see friendly visibles to false. We don't want them to, if someone dies and they're spectating, then we don't want them to be able to see those people that are spectating. Okay, so if you set this to false, they can't see anybody. That's how we roll. Red dot set allow friendly fire. I'm setting that to false. You can do whatever you want. So basically that means they can't shoot their own team. Okay. And then p dot set scoreboard to board. So we just set their scoreboard to this scoreboard right here. Alright. Does that make sense? Yes, maybe no. I don't care. So now what we have to do is set objective, which is this objective dot set display slot dot sidebar. So it's on the side of the screen, like over here. Alright, so that's pretty much all we have to do. I'm pretty sure. So let's just copy and paste this like 4 times. Alright. Yeah, that's about right. So we just copy and paste it once. Add player blue. Now we just need to make some tweaks to it. So change red team to blue team. And once again, blue. And you might want to change that to blue. And that to blue. And change this to blue. Oh my god, there's so much to change. Okay. So Where is it? What was I even gonna do? Okay, so I'm gonna change that to blue. I'm gonna copy that. And you might want to change this to blue, this to blue, and that to blue. So now everything about this is blue. Nothing to do with red. Now I'm going to copy and paste this once again. I'm going to actually copy and paste it twice just so I don't have to do it anymore. So there we go. Now we have to go up to this one, change it from red to yellow, and just change all the same things. Yellow team size 5 full, so yellow. So if it's less than 5, okay, yellow team, yellow, and then yellow team, yellow, and then copy. And change this to yellow. Oh, I had caps lock on. Yellow. Yellow. There's so much you need to change, but I'd rather just change it like this than like actually typing everything out. That's green. And then change that to green team array list. Green team array list. Chat color green. Green. Right when we're done with this, we're gonna get into the commands. Okay. So green, copy all those, green. Now you really want to make sure that you actually change all of these, because if you don't, it'd be kind of embarrassing having, like, let's say their prefix say green, but it's color red. That would be pretty embarrassing. Now we can test all this after we're done with it, but I'm saying for right now, it just makes it easier to get it all done. So yeah, let's go over to the commands. So what we need to do now is write the commands out. Now that we did all the work in here, the commands should be very easy. Should be very, very easy actually. So what we're gonna do is pretty simple here. Just initialize player P equals player sender, import player. So what we're gonna do is the command I'm gonna do is join. So if label dot equals ignore case, like that, equals ignore case, and then let me just set that up so there's no errors, equals ignore case join. Okay, now if args dot length equals 0, so basically if they just, so 0 equals basically 1. 0 is 1. All numbers with this start with 0. So it goes 0, 1. So if you say you want random numbers up to 10, you're going to get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? So that's 0 is basically 1. So if arg's length is 0, that means they only typed one word. I hope that makes sense. Alright, so So if args length is 0, just type like p dot send. Oh, I put a space. Dot send. What? P dot send message. I'm just gonna say chat color red. I'll say dark red. Chat color dot dark red, because that was kind of the error type color that we used in other things, so why not? Alright, so please type. I'll just I'll write this all out for you. So please type the team you want to be on. Oh my god. So actually, let's just say you want to join, sure. And then we're gonna put a space after it like that, and color. You know what? I'll leave it like that. You can add fancy stuff if you want. I'm lazy. So, sorry, I got something stuck in my throat. So after that, it just closes. Okay. So what we do is if args dot length is greater than 0, so if it's more than 1, or if it's more than just join, and then if args 1, here I'll just do args 0 dot equals ignore case join, then if args, so if the second letter or second word equals ignore case, if the second word is let's say red, if the second word is red, so join red. So here, basically what this is saying, if the first word is join and the second word is red, then we're going to do all the code right here. Okay? And we have to have one line of code in this. Teams, so we're going to take it out of the teams class, so we need to do teams dot add player red. And then you need to add P to it, because if you go to the add player red right here, we made it so you have to do player P. So basically, it's gonna do everything that's in here. It's gonna check if the red team array list has 5, and if it does have 5, it's gonna send them the message, because we set player P to sender. So the person that sent the command, it's gonna send all this stuff to them. And if it's less than 5, it's going to do all this to that player. And then we just do the same exact thing. Just copy that, go down, make sure it's within this, make it blue, and then add player blue. That's basically it for the joining. And then yellow, and last but not least, green. So there you go. That's joining. Now let's get into the leave command. Now we didn't code anything for leaving, because when you leave a team, like I'll add a thing right here real quick. So let me just, okay, so here, yeah, so we want to get out of the join, so just go to here, then if label dot equals ignore case leave. Now we need to check if they're on a team. Because if they're not on a team, wait, what's wrong here? Oh yeah, there we go. So if they're not on a team, then we need to send them a message. Well, you're not on a team. Okay. So what we need to do, so teams dot red team. So get the array list dot contains no. Let me see. I don't remember what I had to put. I feel like okay. I feel like it is. I'm just gonna. Alright, well, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do remove here. Remove p.get name. And I hope that works. That should work. Yeah, remove p.get name. Now if teams, so this basically just removes them from red team, okay? But what if they're not on a team? What are we gonna do? So if we go teams dot red team dot contains, I feel like we have to do contains p dot get name. Does that work? Oh yeah, sweet. Okay. So if teams, okay, so what the hell? Okay, so sorry about that. There's a little live debugging right there. Okay, so if teams dot, if the array list red team contains p.getName, it's going to remove them from here. And we'll just send message p. Well, what we need to do is also remove them from teams.red dot remove player. I feel like player p, sure. And then we just whatever, who cares? Just add that. It should. Now we don't have to add it anymore. So now it removed him from the actual team, like the scoreboard team. Okay. Now what we need to do here is, that should be pretty much it. So p dot send message. And we could just say chat color dot gray plus you have been removed from the red team. Alright, there we go. That should be good. And then now we have to check if they're on the blue team. So we have to do the same exact thing. So if blue team contains the player name, remove their player name from blue team, and then also get rid of the player off of blue team. So this is just going down the list. So if this is false, it's just going to go right to this. And if this is false, it's going to go to green, yellow, or whatever. It's going to keep going. And just change this to blue. There you go. Keep doing that all the way down. Blue team contains blue team, then blue and blue. There we go. Why did I change it all to blue again? I don't get it. What? Yellow. Yellow. And then yellow and yellow. I don't know why I changed them all to blue again. That doesn't make too much sense. So if green green team, green and then green. There we go. Now, what happened? What are we gonna do if none of these are true? What if he's not even on a team? What are we gonna do? We're just gonna go p dot p dot send. Why is it like what? Get out of here! I don't want that. There we go. P dot son of a bitch send message. P dot send message. You are not on a team. 10. You're not on a team. There we go. Now, if none of that happens, then it'll just send you are not on a team. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. So, that's pretty much it for today, folks. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys learned something, maybe. I really hope you do. I really hope you did. See you guys next time.